And for more on President Biden's approach to Russia and China, let's bring in Sean Duff, a former Republican congressman of Wisconsin and a Fox News contributor. Thank you so much for being with us today, Sean. We just heard there President Biden using his Memorial Day church service speech to send a warning to President Xi and President Putin. But there is some doubt about how strong, how firm he will be. Do you think that rogue leaders like those two will be wary of him, afraid of him, concerned of the Biden administration?
Yeah, first, I commend the president for standing up for human rights and pushing back on China and Russia. That's the right thing to do. The problem is that Joe Biden doesn't appear to be a strong leader who can actually back up the threats. And the problem is Joe Biden appears to be in cognitive decline, or some have made that allegation. And when you're more focused on, in America, global warming and critical race theory and teaching kids to hate their country, you're concerned about racial politics, you're not building out your military and your economy to make sure you can push back against someone like Putin or Xi Jinping. And so I don't think these threats are taken seriously. The way we printed and borrowed money to fund trillions of dollars of spending, we are weakening our dollar, weakening our economy. And I think especially China can sit back and look at the U.S. and go, you guys are going to implode with all your internal policies. We don't have to do anything, and we don't take your threats seriously.
Talking about President Putin, of course, we heard there that there's the meeting between President Biden and Putin coming up on June the 16th in Geneva. Putin is well known to be a wily operator. Listen to what General Jack Keane said about him yesterday.
The backdrop here for Putin, he has enormous confidence about his ability to read people, and he has huge intuition about weakness. He has taken advantage of all of our presidents, Democratic and Republican. If we're honest about Putin's masterful at doing this, a former KGB agent himself, and he's very intuitive and very instinctive when he's dealing with somebody.
We've already seen President Putin pushing President Biden, the buildup of troops in Ukraine, the colonial pipeline hack, the SolarWinds 2.0, the Belarus incident recently. And in the meantime, President Biden lifting those Nord Stream 2 sanctions. What do you think can come out of this summit, this meeting ahead?
Well, I think that Joe Biden is going to rely on his aides significantly as he engages with Putin. Again, if you look at the two men, I hate to say this because I'm an American, and I hate to say that Putin appears to be stronger and smarter than Joe Biden. But if Joe brings a good staff with him and can rely on that staff, hopefully he can do okay at the meeting with Putin. But again, that's why it's important to have a strong American leader, and you exude strength from the American stage, and that's not what a president has done over the course of the last 6 months of his presidency.
I want to move on to another story here. Vice President Harris tweeted yesterday, I believe, for Memorial Day, but her first tweet, as we can pull it up here, didn't mention Memorial Day at all. It just wished people. So this is the second tweet that you see here, but throughout our history, our servicemen and women have risked everything to defend our freedoms in our country. As we prepare to honor them on Memorial Day, we remember their service and their sacrifice. But that only came out after a lot of criticism because the original post just said this: enjoy the long weekend. And it seems to me as if it took some prodding for her to remember that this was Memorial Day. It wasn't just about her and her tweet.
Benjamin, to celebrate the long weekend on Memorial Day, and when you're the vice president of the United States and you send out a picture of yourself, how self-centered is Kamala Harris? I mean, the bottom line is, when you're the vice president, when you're the commander in chief, you're celebrating this weekend the men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice for liberty and freedom. And to think that you don't reflect upon that as the vice president, and you think about yourself in your selfie picture, and then tell people to celebrate the long weekend, it would serve her well to say, maybe you should think about the men and women who have sacrificed their lives for the freedom that you enjoy, Kamala. Or you should send a message to the little boys and girls across this country who don't have a mother or a father because they made the ultimate sacrifice for freedom and liberty. I think it was a shameful tweet. She had massive outrage on the internet, and finally came out with the first tweet that you said and recognized the men and women of this country who have sacrificed and who we celebrate today on Memorial Day.
Absolutely. Sean, thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful Memorial Day yourself. We look forward to speaking to you next time.
You as well, Benjamin.
Thanks, Sean.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.